7 laps. They'll have to pit at least every 60 to 64 laps. Kyle Busch in a backup car will start in the rear.
DW, 500 miles in honor of all the moms in our lives, but I promise you this will not be a nice lady tonight. Reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time. Here we go. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
My spotter almost had me going hooked on the right side into the wall there. He said I was clear, and then thankfully I looked up in my mirror and I saw I was not. Welcome everybody to race 11 here in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series, coming to you from Darlington. Got him. All right. Burton kind of came up though, so I had to slow down, and Allmendinger started to get back around me, but we held him off, so we're good. But yeah, so this is race number 11. We have a pretty commanding point lead though over, well, the driver right in front of me, Jeff Burton, and his teammate Kevin Harvick. Coming into this race, they're tied second, 172 each. I could have sent it, but I'm choosing to be patient. Patience pays off here, because we can save tires and be okay on the long run, because we will need to make a pit stop. Whoa, Jamie came up fast on me. Got me all sorts of messed up there. I didn't expect it. Yeah, I think I was talking about points. Jimmy Johnson, he's 4th in points. He's 252. So, I mean, after a pretty... I mean, I'd say it was disappointing in the sense that we have been running really strong this season. But I can't say that it wasn't expected to have a little contact with McMurray going into turns 3 and 4 there. But I can't say that it wasn't expected to be a good run. I mean, I kind of thought we would probably finish mid-pack at Richmond, so man, this was what happened last season. It does get a little challenging to pass, especially early in the run. But we won this race last season. It went all green, so I'm kind of hoping maybe we might get the same results this race. We'll see. Gonna just bump McMurray, give him a push to get past Jeff Burton.
Still there.
Actually,
Clear all around, all clear.
Gotta run. Yeah, Matt Kenseth in the closing laps of that race, he tried to give me the bump and run, and it was, I went back and I watched it because I'm trying to, you guys will probably be seeing that shortly. I think it's coming up, but I try to keep up with the videos where you guys are at versus where I'm recording, only because that way I can follow the comments a little bit better. So I just watched that race, and yeah, it legit looks like Matt Kenseth was trying to actually bump and run me. He came right up off the bottom, and ooh, we got a big run. He came up off the bottom in 3 and 4 and literally came up to the wall, got me, and then went back on his way. He went right back down the bottom. Like, well, actually, here, I'll make a note on lap 10. I'll put a little clip down in one of the windows or something so you can see it. I'll just put one from the the video, if in case you missed it. But yeah, we managed to get to him. Woo. I remember the checking up. All right, well, we're gonna go to the outside of Jamie.
976, still there. Clear all around, all clear. Side, inside. Stay high.
Ooh, wow, I got right up to the outside of Ambrose, and I think I'm gonna get to the outside of Keselowski. Whoa, Brad.
Still there. Clear, clear.
Later, Jamie. Is that 3 spots? Yeah, it was 3 spots. But yeah, so. Oh man. I was trying to think for a second there, and I realized, oh yeah, we did get a second when we won at Texas. Not too long ago. I forgot we've won 2 races this season. We've been outstanding in qualifying too. We come in here with like a 11.6 average starting spot and started 10th. So I mean, we definitely improved on that. Not by much, but by a little. N ratings has been really weird though. I feel like Kyle Busch, they had him start 42nd. I could have sworn he started on the pole in real life. I'll have to double check, but when I was getting my Mike Joy clip ready for this one, for like the intro, I just grabbed it while I was working on the intro. It showed Kyle, I could have sworn I heard them talk about Kyle in a pole position. And now Kyle, we're getting ready to lap Kyle Busch. Speaking of. So, I mean, I don't know if something's broke with their algorithm or if it's just this race, but that just seems weird. Yeah, I went way lower than I needed to.
Outside. Go get these 2 in front now. Keep racing. You're way better than these guys. Clear all around. All clear.
So we got around the 39 car as well, who was for position.
You had to spin out the back. Yellow's out. Yellow's
Caution.
out. You're clear if you need it. Closed at this time. The road's closed.
There was some really slow cars back there. Caution number 1, coming off of turn 2, kind of thought it was one of the lap cars. Carl catches the wall, slaps it again, hits Newman, and then he spins down the back straightaway here, and then Burton and Kyle Busch and Casey Kane all tangle up there, going into turns 2 and 3. Anybody else going to tag him? He's staying pretty high to the wall, so I don't know if anybody's actually going to get him. And we were all pretty spread out. Yeah, no one's going to get him. Well, Scott Speed might. Nah, they're all going to go around him. So we're getting ready to go green, and I don't know what Brian Vickers is doing. There he goes. Now he decides to go. Under that caution, everyone did pit, so we have 4 tires on. I'm not really sure who was involved, but I do know Kyle Busch and Carl Edwards, they are both 1 lap down. I got a terrible restart.
Stay low. Stay low. Clear all around. All clear.
I had to keep my foot all the way down on the accelerator as long as I could to try to make sure Brad couldn't get around me. Alright, so we're in 4th. So we did lose 1 spot on that restart, but... Wow, Jamie Mack back again.
Stay high.
Jamie's back. Back again.
All clear. Side, inside. Still there. Still there. Clear all around, all clear. Inside. Clear all around, all clear.
I was gonna go to the outside, but I think I'll go to the bottom here. I'm under you, Jamie.
Clear all around, all clear. Outside.
Ah, he didn't want to give me any room.
Clear all around, all clear.
All right, we got him. All right, so we kind of have a decent grip on the 4th position right now, so.
Good job, one at a time. Inside, inside.
Wow, he just sent it right under me there.
Still there. Clear all around, all
All right,
clear.
we got him. A little bit of smoke here in turns 3 and 4. I don't know what that was about.
Kill.
I keep doing that. I don't know why I stay so pegged to the bottom. I like to go up in the center and come back down the hill, so that way it's not as tight of a turn accident. So we're catching up to Hamlin and Martin. Vickers isn't too far up the road. Again, we are about 20 laps short on fuel. So depending on how the tires wear and all that fun stuff, I'm not sure if we're looking at a 2-tire stop or maybe a splash. Could be potentially be a 4-tire stop, but just all depends on what the tires are looking like.
Inside. Clear all around, all clear.
Oh. I don't know if he touched me or not, but I know I got panicked watching him get that close to me. I thought he was going to get me. We have a little bit of gap back to the next car, it looks like, so. 7/10, so back to Brad, so. I said so a lot of times in there. Alright. Just gotta collect myself for a moment here, and I think we'll be alright. I thought Hamlin was the winner of this race, but maybe it was McMurray. Or maybe Hamlin just lucked into the win, so the ratings show it as McMurray. I don't know. But he is fast. These guys are all struggling, it looks like, to get around Hamster. By that I mean Mark Martin and Jamie McMurray. Got a big run down the back straightaway. Nope. Car still feels a little bit too free at the start on fresh tires to want to be trying to cut it around too much on the bottom like that, but I'm really good off the turn too.
Still there. Still there. Clear.
Good enough that we carried that momentum all the way through 3 and 4.
Good work.
No, am I gonna get
Still there. Still there.
stuck behind Quapple? Yeah, I am.
Clear all around, all clear.
All right, we're good.
Still out there. Clear.
I love how McMurray ends up being the one who got held up by everything that was going on there. So now I don't have to worry about him for a minute.
Clear all around, all clear.
Turn 2 is definitely my bread and butter, though. Oh, I had such a good run going through the center there. Off of turn 4, we are just not as fast. But I get into 3 pretty decent. Didn't we just lap Kyle Busch not long ago? Oh no, never mind, it wasn't Kyle.
Inside, clear all around, all clear.
Got some damage. Just really checked up all out of the, all of a sudden.
Outside.
I'm sorry, Mark. You're gonna have to get stuck behind Kyle.
Stay low.
You're not gonna give me the room, are you?
All clear, outside, clear.
Now you're gonna.
Out the back.
A little contact with the wall. 24 is coming back up, isn't he? Yep. We're all bouncing. Yeah, that's a caution. That was exciting. Caution number 2. So it was a little tangle up on the back straight, but then this is what actually brought the caution out. Ambrose, Keselowski, and McMurray, 3 wide behind me. And then Kurt runs into Brad. Rudiman runs into Kurt. Pappas gonna... No, Pappas avoids it. So it's just those 2 slamming into each other there. Does anybody else hit Brad? No. Their avoidance is pretty decent at this track. So, anything out here? No.
All right, buddy, coming to the green here.
So under this caution, took advantage of getting 4 tires, repairing the car. We are right on the money to making this race if it stays green. 2 early cautions isn't really really encouraging for that, but we'll see. But yeah, so we could make it if we are careful on our fuel, but we're going to have to be careful anyway because of tires. Now, a lot of cars did not pit. So this could get fairly interesting as this race carries on. It's also probably going to be pretty interesting as we try to work through this mess.
Outside. Clear.
No Truex, Truex, no.
All clear. Outside. Still there.
It's like coming to a dead stop back here.
Stay low. Clear all around.
We got
clear.
Todd there, so. Alright, we're on lap 40 now. I had to be so careful. They're going to be checking up. It's just a matter of where. There they go. Now which line's going to check up in 3 and 4. So this is what kills me though. Because I'm going to lose all this time. Like, I was running 29s. And let's see what we're running back here in traffic. 31. So we're 2 seconds slower back here. And all this traffic. Now, on the plus side though, it does save tires better and helps with the fuel situation. But none of that means anything if we go a lap down.
Outside. Clear all around, all clear. Outside. Still out there.
Ambrose, damn it.
Clear all around, all clear.
I thought it was cleared of Ryan Newman. It was not.
Outside. Still out there.
Finally got a decent run off of turn 3 or 2.
Outside.
No one.
Stay low.
Hello, Matthew. Oh, wow, we got a big run there.
Clear all around, all clear.
Just going to follow Casey Kane under Kevin.
30, K79, stay low. Clear all
We're going to have
around, all
fresher
clear.
tires than a lot of these guys up ahead, so that's also going to play a role. A little bit squirrely coming off the turn 2 there because we almost got into Kane.
Outside. Clear.
No, I'm not.
Outside. 31, 379. Still there. Stay low. Clear. Side.
Going to go to the outside of Rudiman.
Stay high. Stay high.
Oh, Regan, you dick.
Clear all around, all clear. Side, inside. Clear all around, all clear. 31, 959.
How did we not get a caution? The flagman not watching the race right in front of him? What is that all about? Drove in too hard, bounced it off the wall. Thankfully it didn't stick to the wall. Damn it.
46, 535.
Honestly, I couldn't really begin to even tell you what happened there. I know Regan came up in front of me in the middle of 3 and 4. And then after that, I think Montoya was underneath me. And then we hooked off of his bumper. And now I got Jamie McMurray coming up behind to try to lap me. Not going to make it easy for him. Just don't understand how we didn't get a caution. Tires are not in good shape. We're going to need fuel too. So we are going to have to pit.
Inside. Clear, clear.
Yeah, I don't have time to even lollygag with any of these lappers, especially now that I just noticed we're going to have to pit again. So apparently we are burning fuel faster than the projects. I don't know. But yeah, so we got to hustle.
3151.
Haven't even let a lap yet. When we were running up in the top 5, I wasn't too concerned. I figured we were going to get our chance. Oh my god, it's a lot of cars. I mean, if that doesn't bring a caution out, that first caution, hell, even the second caution, they must have been big ones.
Outside. Clear all around, all clear.
Rush the wall. All right.
36,
Kurt Busch is for position up ahead. We're gonna just swoop under Quapple, go under Kurt as we come up to his baby brother Kyle.
Clear all around, all clear.
I am having a horrible day at Darlington.
31,733.
I'm just put a front end like bulldozer shovel or something on the front of this thing. I am just a bull in a china shop. Everyone's getting held up by Stremy here.
Outside. Marker. Still there. Clear.
As soon as windows are open, and I'm trying to just send it
Stay low.
because I don't have a lot of time to really wait. I can't be patient. Like,
Still there.
and
Clear all around.
what's
all
been
clear.
our biggest like preached strength of the season that we've been working on so we can get these good finishes? Patience. And now I can't be patient, so things are going to get a little precarious. Alright, let's see. McMurray's 2.5 seconds behind me, so as I thought, McMurray was probably gonna be the car to beat.
Outside. Stay low. Clear all around, all clear.
Alright, well, then we'll go to the outside.
33, stay high.
Back to top of nine. We started by him after that last restart.
Inside.
Gonna take the outside on Regan.
Clear, clear.
He's the reason I'm in the position I'm in, because he moved up in the middle of turns 3 and 4 in front of me.
Halfway this time.
Alright, Gilliland.
913. Inside. Clear all around.
You
all
wanna
clear.
do
Inside.
that? Alright, I'll just go on the outside past you. See, this is what's gonna hurt me, is I'm gonna be able to get away from McMurray, but when he's in traffic, but when there's these big open stretches, I can't make any mistakes, and I have to just put down the fastest possible laps I can, because
30,
he's gonna get into this as well. And if I don't, you know, gain any time, everything that I gained through passing traffic is just basically gonna get erased. I still can't believe the caution didn't come out. This is gonna be a stretch.
Inside, inside. Still there.
I'd let it go into the wall.
Inside.
I said, I figured there's smoke right there.
Clear all around, all clear.
I figured to
A
myself,
wreck down the back.
caution. No.
30.
After what happened to me, and there was no caution, I don't know what you have to get to make NASCAR. Wow. Clint Boyer hit the wall in front of me, so we're gonna just scoop that up real quick. Was that Carl Edwards? Yeah, Carl Edwards. He must have done something.
30. 5, 6. Oh.
We saw it in the dirt race yesterday, and we're seeing it here. Drivers just sliding around or hitting walls or spinning. Maybe not so much the spinning in this one, but like they did in the dirt. But they're hitting that wall, that's for sure. I'm I'm up to 24th.
30, 3, 6, 8. Side, inside. Stay high. Clear, clear.
Gonna work away around Juan.
Stay high.
And I think we should get, yeah, we got
Clear,
Sam
clear.
there. All right. What is that, 21st?
30,
Yep.
02.
Sam, we're 4 laps short.
Outside. Still out there. Clear all around, all clear. Outside. Clear.
Little door-to-door contact with David Reagan, but that should be 18th.
Hey, 5-3. You're doing
Yep.
a good job. You're way better than these guys. Now just take your way through them. Take your time.
Right front is yellow, but to be fair, I think I wore him down a good bit during that spin.
Hey, 1-1.
So we're down to 47 to go. I'm not even checking my distance to the leader just yet. I mean, I'm sure I've had a few of our little static cams up at this point, so you've been able to kind of see it for yourself, but
Outside. 30, hey, 2, stay low. Clear.
Bobby was for position, so that should be 16th. I'm pretty sure Jimmy's for position. He had to have seen me coming in there with a good head of steam,
31, 456.
but I'm Jimmy Johnson.
Side, inside. Clear, clear. Side, inside. Stay high. Clear all around, all clear. Side, inside.
Trying to squeeze past
412.
Conway.
Clear all around,
Gonna
all
try to
clear.
sneak
Inside.
on by Junebug. Oh, we're gonna try to shoot the
Still
middle.
there. Outside. Clear.
Holy bleep bleep. How did we came across the nose of Junior. How did I not get turned? It like started to hook, and before I could even try to get ready to correct it, it just snapped back straight. I don't think I've ever felt that. That was easier to correct than the dirt cars.
Side, inside.
Maybe it's from damage and
Clear,
worn
clear.
tire. I don't know, but that was
Side,
that was
inside.
pretty freaking cool.
Still there.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Clear
What's
all
going
around,
on?
all clear.
Oh, people are pitting. The ones who didn't pit under
Side,
that caution.
inside. Clear, clear.
So wait,
Inside.
what's that going to put me position-wise?
All clear. 32.
13th. That's all I gained. So there's a lot of cars a lap down. Now I'm like scared to even pass because I'm like, well, what if they're trying to pit?
Inside. Clear, clear.
A little bit on the wall. Regan, don't even
Side,
try it.
inside. Clear all around, all clear.
Gotta run.
Inside.
Jeff, I'm gonna have to door you a little bit there, buddy.
All clear, clear. Still there. Clear all around, all clear.
This is getting embarrassing. I'm losing my patience. We kept going. but that just killed the run we had going. In the wall again. Our fuel's actually, wait, what? How's our fuel now saying it might be good? It was like showing almost 6 laps off. Now it's saying splash. It was going from half a can to a splash. I apologize, Scott.
Clear all around, all clear.
Having Regan Smith right behind me, and then just being very alarmed about pit stops. I just been trying to pass everybody so I don't get stuck behind anybody.
Outside. Clear. Inside. Stay high. Still there. Clear, clear. Side, inside. Clear, clear.
Yeah, I knew I was gonna probably hit the wall there.
32. 484. Clear, clear. Good work. Keep racing.
Got a good run. Should be able to get him to read. We do.
Yellow's out. Yellow's out. You're clear if you need it. Yellow is
What's
out.
the caution for? Too much debris on track.
Clear all around. All clear. Leader hitting this time.
And the leader's pit. You can't pit.
Closed this time. The road's closed.
How can you pit going into a closed pit and not get penalized? Unless he was already going down pit road.
31. 378.
I don't think we've had just a straight up debris caution like that in a while. We're up to 9th. Caution, yeah, caution number 3. Look at the whole track. Nothing. So, yeah, I don't know what this one, it said debris, but I mean, we had cars spinning all throughout the race up to this point and didn't get a caution, but they're going to throw one for debris. So I don't really know why we got this, or yeah. But yeah, that's caution 3. All right, so I retract my previous statement. Caution number 3. That's why. So we're getting ready for the green flag. The 19 is laps down though. Like, I don't understand what's going on. I guess some of these lap cars didn't get passed in time, so I'm like, go on, pass me, but he's not passing. Oh, there he goes. So now I get behind him, Kurt gets behind me. This is weird. So we still have some lap cars up here somehow. But we're in 12th. Green flag.
Green flag.
There it is. We started to repair the damage, and then I saw how many cars were actually on the lead lap still, and I was like, ugh, I don't want to have any chance of falling back that far. We're in a good spot now where I can kind of breathe when I race and relax a little bit. I'm not as stressed. But I did see why the leader pit coming to that caution. Jamie McMurray's out. So I'm assuming he was in an accident, and that's why so many cars got back on the lead lap.
Good work. Keep racing. Clear all around. All clear.
Well, being patient didn't really pay off right there.
Stay high. Clear, clear. Inside.
Oh, this is just not a good spot to be.
Stay high. Stay high. Clear all around. All clear. Outside. Clear.
All right, we're okay.
Outside.
Jeff Gordon's got a big lead. 3 seconds it showed over Casey Kane, Denny Hamlin, Vickers, Ambrose, Mark Martin, Brad Keselowski, Newman, myself, and then Scott Speed. So that means I'm in the top 10. Okay, cool.
Outside.
This is for 8th then,
Still there.
if I can get there. I see an opening. I got fresh tires for the first time in forever.
Clear all around, all clear.
That felt good. I mean,
6, 2, 1.
if you follow like the last 40 laps of this race and then go back to the previous 40 laps, not so much from the very beginning, but just the middle of the race, you can see there's a big difference in our driving style. Like, I would have probably sent that earlier in the race and tried to push the outside. Now I'm just like, I got time.
Clear all around, all clear.
Not stressing. I mean, I don't think we're gonna win the race, but which sucks because that means now instead of only one race we didn't lead a lap, it's gonna be 2. It's starting to
Outside.
trend to not lead in a lap every race now.
Clear.
But on the flip side, we have a shot at getting our 9th top 10 of the season. 9 out of 11, so we're on pace for 34. I think the record in this series is 27. I don't know if did I ever get that? I'll have to look at my stats. But we're good on fuel, good on tires. Just want to see this race stay green and get the hell out of Darlington. Dover's next, so going to my home track. Well, one of the 2. Yeah, I thought Brad was going to come down. Yeah, there he goes. So I was not trying to get in a wreck.
Outside. Clear. Outside.
Is
Clear all
Kenseth?
around, all clear.
No, Kenseth is not for
Outside.
position, but Brad is.
Stay low. Clear.
Brad's been banged up pretty good. His back bumper looks like it's frowning.
Inside. Clear all around, all clear.
Really don't know what happened there.
Yellow's out. You're clear if you need it. Closed at this time. Pit road's closed at this time. Wrecking right here in front of you, right in front of you. Then 4, slow on the bottom.
Caution is out again. I'm gonna need to catch my breath after that moment. Caution number 4. So this is right after Brad and I had made contact coming off of turn 2. Brad comes back up to the track, so they're going, but then Robbie and Kenseth tried to split them, then realized we probably shouldn't do that. And then I'm guessing Robbie just shoots up the track. Yeah, he's going to shoot up into Kenseth. They hit again. And then around goes the 7 and the 17. And yeah, caution's out. And they're just sliding. And then, where is it? Just missed them. Does anybody else though get involved? Regan rides the wall. Truex, Johnson, Menard, Burton, they're all like in the wall. So there will be 19 to go when we go green here. We're in 10th. Inside of us is going to be Johnson.
All right, buddy, coming to the green here.
Gordon, Hamlin, Vickers,
Pace car is gone.
Mark Martin, Ambrose,
Ready?
Kane, Newman, Rudiman, Keselowski, myself are the top 10. This should be interesting final few laps here. There'll be 19 to go. And green?
Green flag.
There it is. Yeah, so I know the caution came out for Kenseth and
Inside.
Robbie Gordon there,
4, 3, 6. Clear,
but
clear.
I'm trying to remember what happened prior to that. Oh yeah, me and Newman I think made contact.
Inside. Clear, clear. Inside, inside. Clear, clear.
Thank God Johnson was clear. Or I cleared Johnson. 'Cause I bounced off that wall and I went down. I would have definitely gone across the nose of his car. Our tires are not that great. Theirs are probably better than mine, so I know advancing's going to be a pretty uphill climb. I had to let off the throttle for a while coming off of turn 2. So,
30, 3, 4, 5.
yeah, this is one of those races, man, where, and like, there's, I mean, I'll watch anybody's career mode series. I like watching all the different ones, but by this time this comes out, 2K probably will have his, so I'll probably end up including, he would probably be on this list as well, but at the current time, my big ones are Squared, Jaden, and Matt,
31,
and it's nice to know like I'm not the only one who has races where it just feels like you just can't get out of your own way. Like, I don't know, you wreck multiple times in a race or whatever, like, it sucks. But it's nice to know like you're not that I'm not alone. I've had races like that, you know, before, and I'll probably have them in the future, but other people do have those as well. So I remember the one race, Jaden just straight up parked it. He was just, I forget which race it was, but I remember watching that and I was just like, thank God I'm not the only one that has days like that. Not to call you out and put you on blast there, Jaden.
30, okay, 4.
Yeah, it looks like we're just trying to hang on for a top 10. Gordon's getting hounded by Vickers, of all people. I'm curious, though, if we run into lap traffic, if we might have a shot at passing anybody.
9, 8, 3, 9.
I just realized I haven't really said anything for a few laps there. I just got really in my head for a second there. Just thinking of other things, actually. Kind of zoned out for a second, and then I just realized, wait a minute, I'm recording a race. So, yeah, I didn't put my mic on mute or anything. I was just kind of just getting into a rhythm, thinking in my head about other things. Surprised though, we actually have caught up to Brad.
Inside. Still there. Clear, clear. Side, side. Clear all around, all clear.
Gonna make the pass. Going the long way around.
Still there. Clear all around, all clear.
I had a terrible entry into one from up there with these tires being worn. That's kind of what happened earlier. Now I remember. I came off the turn and my car didn't stay up near the wall like I needed it to, and I came down just a bit, and that's what got me across Brad's bumper and spun me.
30, 5, 7, oh. Loud side. Clear.
That could have been risky. Rather than just trying to get back in it, though, I focused on just trying to keep it straight. Lost some time, but no harm, no foul. So we're in 9th. Vickers took over the lead from Gordon.
31.
But Gordon's still right there, so I don't know if he's going to get back around him or not. Pappas in the wall.
Outside. Clear all around, all clear.
I'm almost in the wall. Oh, God. That was pretty wild seeing Max in the middle of the turn just go up and get the wall like that. Wonder if he had like a tire or something go down. Nah, he's still pretty close by. He just probably lost the handle of it. There's some slow cars up ahead though, so maybe a couple more spots might be on the horizon. Kyle Busch in the wall.
Outside. Clear all around, all clear. 30.
A couple of them leaders want to hit the wall. That's fine with me too. Sure you don't want to go up there and just tap that wall a little bit, Casey? It's okay. I think everybody in this race has earned a Darlington, their Darlington stripe, plural stripes. Sounded like the back end of the car just fell out. I heard a bunch of, like, it just went right up through the back end of the car. Wow, that's not a very pretty sight to see. Alright, so we're gonna go under Travis.
Clear right there, 2 to go. Clear 30, 6, oh.
Do I have a shot at getting under Kevin? I do.
Clear.
Got a shot at Casey. Yes.
Outside. Clear. Outside. Clear all around, all clear.
Oh wow, I can't believe.
Outside. Still there.
Oh, damn it. I just didn't have the speed. White flag's out. Oh wow, I didn't realize this was the last lap. Hey, the hamster. We have a shot at passing him for position.
Still there. Clear.
Gonna try to get Ruderman.
Outside.
Oh no, we're 3 wide.
Clear all around, all clear. Side.
Gonna drag race Ruderman. We're gonna get him. So that'll do it for a very Darlington race. Vickers gets the win. Jeff Gordon, Mark Martin, Marcos Ambrose, Ryan Newman, myself, David Ruderman, Casey Kane, Denny Hamster, Brad Kozlowski, Jeff Burton, Paul Menard, Jimmy Johnson, Scott Speed, and Dale Jr. round out the top 15. So, yeah, we're lucky to get away with a 6th place finish after that performance. Wow, I just watched them crash into the barrels and the 24 flipped. That basically sums up this Darlington race better than I could ever do it. So hopefully next week we have a better go at it, and yeah, so that'll do it. Hope y'all enjoyed. Thank you all for the love and support through likes, comments, subscriptions, etc. Truck series on Monday at Dover, so looking forward to that. And yeah, till next time, have a good one.